Alrighty. Now let's actually do a level and not die. I almost fell in. That would have been very funny, I guess, to the people watching this. To Stonehill. So the way I'm going to go against it, yes, this game will be 100% completion. No ands, ifs, or buts. Because if I don't do 100%, I would be wasting your time. And my time. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. You're Spyro and going through the levels, and yeah, pretty much that's about it. It's a very, very, very simple game. When it goes to Spyro 2, that's when there's a lot more to do. I guarantee whenever I get to that, each level will be a part of it in itself, when I think for this one it might be 3 levels apart.
When you free a dragon or step on one of their platforms, you're saving your progress. That could be useful if you run into trouble. Not that you ever run into trouble, Spyro.
Joke's on him. I run in trouble all the time. Actually, if anything, if I have to say trouble, I guess is a kind of a segue. In terms of Spyro games, yes, I have all of them, mainly on PlayStation, because it's kind of like that thing, like, oh, I'm going to get Spyro for the PlayStation, and then when I get Spyro Hero's Tale, I'm going to get for Xbox. Something about that doesn't sit well with me. It just feels like if you're going to do a series, stick with that series on that system. I mean, some of them, no. I know you can make the argument for, like, Batman Arkham. Like, you could have gone the Xbox 360. Oh, okay. Your friend shielded you. Good job, guys. Xbox 360, and probably for Arkham Origins, you probably wanted to get, like, the PlayStation version solely so you can play as the Adam West costume, which, honestly, yeah, I know a couple people who did that switch. I wasn't one of them. I had it on PlayStation. I also got it on Xbox 360 when I got it. Oh, I did not save the dragon up there. That shows you how much I really care about these guys, and I just want to be the only dragon left. Let's do that again. Where are you? There you are.
Spyro, my friend, how about a hint on gliding?
You bet.
For the longest glide, press the X button at the top of a jump, and try pressing the triangle button to drop down in mid-flight.
So I'm just going to say this right now to anyone who's curious. Yeah, you're going to see me hit the triangle by accident a lot. In Spyro 2 and 3, it has been made into a hover. Here, it is pretty much a ground pound with no weight. So it is a complete waste of everyone's time. Right now, I'm looking for a thief, which is right over yonder. So there's going to be a handful of levels where there's thieves in them, and thieves have dragon eggs. You will learn more about them much, much later from a dragon who's probably going to go, "Here comes the thief!" I'm trying to remember his name. I think he is going to be in the next level we'll go after, and it really depends on how I schedule this too. Which, yes, today and tomorrow, which it's Saturday, February 10th, I believe, I will be posting part 1 and part 2. And after that, I will be doing a regularly scheduled upload schedule where it will be every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I at least hope I can reach those schedules. And if I can, that means I'm very lazy. And I got to it very late. I will probably make a video apologizing because, you know, I'm lazy. And like I said, full-time job. One thing you will notice in this playthrough, because I am really bad at talking to myself, I will most likely be saying a lot. So that was unintentional. I just did it there again. And I just did a roll for somehow. Okay, breathe. Think, Forrest. Okay, think, okay. You want to share this information, and it's really good, important information. So it will be every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I think that will be relatively fine, and that way, if people want to wait till the weekend to watch it, they can. And I did an there at the very end. I can't win!
After you freed all the dragons, pass through this fancy vortex thingamajigger. It'll take you back to the artisan home. But first, let me tell you a story.
No thanks. See ya.
So, quick heads up, a good majority of the voices in this game is done by Clancy Brown. If you don't know who Clancy Brown is, in the original Crash trilogy, he was Dr. Neo, Cortex, and Uka. Cortex after the second game. And in this one, he, I want to say, is like maybe 40 of the 80 dragons you have to save. I would like someone to actually confirm that. Some is very obvious, like Nestor really sounds like him. The one who said keep your horn on, that was like right in front of the flight one, that's definitely Clancy. And that old man one is Clancy. I grew up listening to him, and I absolutely love his performances. I am, in lack of a better word, a Clancy Brown simp. So I pretty much have learned how to do his voice. Another voice he's done that I think is more well known is that he is the voice of Mr. Krabs from SpongeBob. So, Spyro, me boy, you're speeding up me gyms. Let's see if Gavin sounds like him.
Watch the dragonfly, Spyro. His color indicates his power. When he eats butterflies, he stays strong. Like me.
Sure.
And that was Clancy. So, yeah. So I'm missing 5 gems. That's not good. Early on, like, I think all the gems are relatively all squeezed in together. And if I forget one, oopsie poopsie, I guess it's just time for a montage. But no, my luck, it's probably 3 red gems or something like right here. Yeah. And that's all we have to worry about there. So now I can exit the level, and there's 2 ways. I can go to the thing that says exit level, or I can just do this. and everything's saved. You don't need to worry a bit. Oh, that's like every girl I've ever talked to reacting like that. Next, we are actually going to go into the next level, which is, what's this level called? Town Square, an actual, like, really, really fun one, mainly because I love the enemies in this one. It's a bull and a bunch of enemies that you usually go against, and they have the red cape. I love just the absolute, like, care and attention and just love that they put in this game. I think their first game, and I haven't played it. I actually have it. I just haven't played it yet because I think it's just, I don't really want to play it, and it's called Disruptor. More after this.
Welcome to Town Square, Spyro. Begin exploring by gliding to that area with the bulls. Use the L2 and R2 buttons to get a good look.
Alrighty, so Disruptor, I think it was just a first-person shooter, and it wasn't that financially a hit, sadly. So I don't think I think I got it for like $20 used. I'm trying to remember how much. But yeah, that's like Insomniac's game, but I totally missed that. And after that, they made this and Spyro 2, 3. Then they made all the Ratchet & Clank's Resistance, which, if anything, Resistance probably was a return to form, as in trying to make a good first-person shooter. Then they made Sunset Overdrive, which I have yet to play, and I still feel really upset that I haven't played that. Song of the Deep, and then, yeah, something called Spider-Man.
Thanks, Spyro. I had the worst itch on the tip of my wing. Oh, did you know that you get your longest glides by pressing X at the very top of your jump?
Thanks, dude. You're not the first one to say that to me. So this is what I meant by just, I love the enemies in this game. Not my favorite enemies in the game. That's going to be the next world. And yeah, I think some people who know Spyro and all that stuff, they know which enemies I'm talking about. I think they're very iconic, and it's a running joke that kind of, I think, doesn't appear in Spyro 2. It might. I'm just probably fuzzy on it. But they do appear in Spyro 3 for sure. I know that much because I remember I was little and I was celebrating because I saw it again. Alrighty. Yeah, the thieves are ranging between very pitifully easy and pitifully annoying. So it really, really, really depends on, I guess, how much you're willing to deal with. I don't know if they teach you this. I'm trying to remember everything the dragons teach you. But, like, there's some that you can flame, and then there's some chests you can't flame. So that's an example of one of them. Alrighty. I think... I'm trying to remember the name of this guy. I think it's Thor, actually. Is this Thor? Oh, yeah, baby! It's Chris Hemsworth!
Thank you for releasing me.
And take note, that is going to be the number one thing you hear from maybe 30% of the dragons, or I don't know, maybe actually 30 of the dragons. Like, they will say thank you for releasing me, and it's like the same voice and the same thing all over again. It is very, very redundant, but hey, welcome to trying to save room, I guess. Everybody gets one. Alrighty divey. And I think we're about to be wrapped up, I hope. Is that 2 hundo? 2 hundo! Let's save you.
Spyro, did you see a man dressed in blue running around here? He's a thief, and he's stolen a dragon egg. You've got to track him down and get that egg. Run! Run! I'm getting a little winded.